Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got a little bit of repairing to do, not a whole lot. I don't think that this will take us to the financial report or anything, but we'll just go ahead and tick forward a couple of days here, get that all finished up, particularly the salamander. Now, the salamander did actually take a little bit of internal damage last episode, so let's double check that it's fully good to go. Looks like it is. There's no problem here whatsoever. Fantastic. Let's hop into the barracks, get our training done real quick, and then from there we will, of course, head out and look for some challenge. We'll see if we find any. That would be nice. So far, a whole lot of nothing here.
Standing by.
We do have a couple of maxed mech warriors, and we're getting pretty far up there in terms of the training, so that's not super shocking. Nothing to be done in terms of promotions, so let's just see here. We've got this one. That's still that attack and defend. I would kind of prefer not to do a super long mission right now. So, it's also only 2.3 mil. There is this battle here, 2.3 mil as well. Slightly higher max pay, but lower max salvage. It's a captured base, but that would take us 11 days to get there. If I had checked before I did the repairs, I probably would have done that. But as it is, I think that we should probably do Whiskey Battlemaster here. An Elite Lance, huh? Okay, well, I would definitely like to fight an Elite Lance. So let's take a look at priority salvage here. This is not a terrible one. This is pretty bad. Okay, so we would want to sit right about here. Sounds good. All we give up is 2 non-priority salvage in exchange for several 100,000 C-bills. That is completely acceptable to me. We're going to run our default lance here. We have no reason not to. Yeah, the awesome is a little underutilized. Yeah, Darius is an idiot, but we're going to do this anyway. Do not take what Darius says about our lance seriously. Just don't. It's not worth it. So this is a battle in the Highlands. We might have some LOS issues. We'll see. We're not going to have major heating issues the way we would in, like, desert or even worse, a lunar biome. But we are going to have some LOS possibility. And we don't really know if there's going to be a lot of enemies or a few strong ones. Or both. There could be a lot of strong ones, this being RogueTech. It's just kind of hard to say. I doubt that we're going to be up against, like, 3 lances, like we were on the last episode. 3 lances without backup was a lot of lances. Luckily, they weren't very efficient. So we need to find and destroy pirate units. We believe that the local pirate organization has landed an elite lance on Carver. Its continued presence inside contested territory is unacceptable and threatens to distract our own forces into trying to track it down and engage it. We need you to locate and eliminate this lance. These guys are that hard to track down, then they must be pretty competent. Expect a tough fight, Commander.
Online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, looks good. Just checking to make sure that we're not still loading materials. We should be okay, I think. Well, let's go.
Command interface initiated.
Feels like a trap. Unexpected readings from long-range surveillance, so we might have company. Okay. We do have allies. We can deploy all the way up here. And actually, I feel like this is a pretty good place to deploy. We can deploy like over here-ish and have our long-range fire support mechs get up on this ridge. And our other mechs can go around this way and close in. I like it. Can fire hopefully from these trees, assuming we have LOS. So we're dropping straight into combat, so it's round 2 now. Our friend the assassin moves up. Our friend the griffin. Not really doing too much of note. We do see an enemy banshee up here, and nothing else as of right now. Okay.
Ready for orders.
So our first mover is the awesome. We do get a direct LOS.
Going full throttle.
So we'll position over here, and we now see a Victor and an Archer and a Gorgon. Okay, so let's check hit odds here. 18% versus 12, 8. Okay. Victor it is. These aren't great hit odds, not the Victor. What was it that I wanted? The Banshee. These aren't great hit odds, so we're going to go ahead and boost them with a Warlord. And then we'll fire.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that the PPCs missed. And we didn't get very much done there. That's not surprising in the slightest. The Orion is going to move up over here onto the ridge. Much better hit odds on that Banshee, and we'll take those. I'm going to Warlord to boost them even further. Hopefully we'll hit with that Gauss.
Confirm.
We did not. But that's some pretty good clustering into that arm. So that's good. I like it. The Salamander is just going to charge forward here.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get into an ideal range for those MRMs, and we kind of succeed. So we'll fire on the Banshee, straight into that weakened side arc.
All weapons are go.
That's a lot of damage into that Banshee.
Target's taken a critical hit.
He lost a lot of medium lasers there. So our allies bring up a Kaiju, and that doesn't do anything at all. The Gorgon hasn't moved yet, and the Archer hasn't moved yet. The Gorgon moves up, fires on our Orion, which is in cover. Thermobarics, okay. I mean, on the Orion, that's not that relevant. Thermobarics don't matter for the Orion. For some of our other mechs, they do, but not for the Orion. So the Archer then fires on our Salamander. This is unsurprising. Our Salamander was not in cover. We did sprint it, so it had 2 evasive pips there, but not really getting a whole lot done. Our Corsair is going to move up over here. This is another long-range mech, and we're just going to pop it out over here. This is not a great position for it, but it'll have to do. And we'll have to fire on that Banshee. Hopefully we'll either get some stray shots or maybe get a knockdown on it. That's some good armor damage, actually, and I think that might be a knockdown. Yeah, that's a knockdown. And a heatsink crit. Cool. I didn't actually expect to get a knockdown out of it, but I'm quite content with that. Okay. What do we have moving next? That'll be the Victor. We're not expecting the Victor to do too much damage, and it just runs away, actually.
Commander.
So the Bull Shark is going to make its way up towards the ridge. We're not too concerned about anything over here. I'm actually going to drop the Long Tom on the Gorgon here, because it is the most centrally located, in my opinion. So we will fire on that.
Confirm.
Excellent. We were able to get splash damage on all 4 of them. Not amazing splash damage, to be fair, but it was splash damage. The Madcap moves up, and I think our best bet is probably to try to finish off that Banshee. Yeah, that's definitely the best shot here. So we'll see what we can get there. The Banshee's already pretty much out of weapons, which is hilarious. Okay, there we go.
That's a kill.
Engine destruction there.
Waiting on you,
The
Commander.
Boar's Head is going to move up over this way,
I'm ready,
and once
Commander.
again, we
Moving
will
out.
be firing on the Gorgon, as it is more centrally located. Excellent.
Yes, Commander.
The Mauler is, I think, better off up on the ridge. We can't really get into LOS, so we're just going to move up a little bit here. Okay, next round. Our friendly assassin closes in. We are expecting enemy units to come in soon enough, but apparently not
Waiting
yet.
for orders.
The Orion is going to move up over here,
Roger.
and I'm just checking hit odds here. I think we fire on that Gorgon. We would like to not have it utilize its thermobarics on us if at all possible. There we go. Excellent.
Mech destroyed.
So the Kaiju closes in a bit, doesn't really do anything of note. The Salamander is going to walk up over here, and our only real target here is the Archer, but honestly, we're going to do a lot to this Archer here.
Firing at full power.
This would be a good time for those 65 bonus damage to armor MRMs if we had put those on.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
But that archer is going to move immediately, which is a little unfortunate. Fires on our salamander. It's doing basically the same thing, but we have more firepower by double, and we have more armor. So, I mean, we're going to out-sustain that for sure. The Awesome is going to move up,
Onward.
and I think at this point the obvious choice is the Archer.
May I interest you in helping armor?
Okay. Some good damage to the Archer there, but it's
that.
very much not dead.
Ready for orders.
The Madcat Mark II is going to move up,
Location confirmed.
and it's basically in the same category as the Salamander. So we're going to do a lot of damage to this Archer. I do actually expect the Archer to die here. Beautiful. Exactly what we were looking for. Okay, so now the Victor can move around a bit. We'll see if it backs off or what. What's it going to do? Perfect. It comes towards us, gets into LOS, fires on our Salamander, and does get through the armor there.
That shot hit internals.
Indeed it did. Where did that go through? In this leg? Okay, that's not necessarily ideal because that is where our MRM ammo is, but
Commander.
it'll probably be okay. The Bull Shark is going to move up over to
Copy
here, and we're going to fire on the Victor. I'm not going to fire the Long Tom in direct fire mode, and the reason why I didn't want to do that was because I didn't want to accidentally stray shot that Madcat Mark II. That would have been
I
bad.
hear ya.
The Boar's Head is going to position up over here,
Don't need
and
to
this
tell
one
me twice.
absolutely can fire in direct fire mode. There's no real backstop here, so if we miss, we miss. That was actually a lucky backstop there. That Victor taking a lot of damage, maybe even a knockdown.
There's more where that came.
And yep, that's a knockdown all right. I like it.
Yep.
Okay, the Corsair is going to move up, and
Got it.
we're hoping to finish the job here. Honestly, the Corsair should be capable of it.
Attacking from position.
Not if we spread out over that much armor, though. That's a lot of armor spread there. But maybe he ejects.
Oh, yeah.
No, he does not eject.
Standing
He
by.
should. There's no way he survives, especially with the Mauler coming up here. Like, he's totally dead.
Locked and loaded.
And there we go.
Do the
So
math,
where's
Chief.
those reinforcements at? There were no reinforcements?
Mission successful.
Well, so much for that being challenging. I was definitely planning on there being reinforcements. Okay. It's going to take some time for the Salamander to get repaired. I'm just thinking here, we may want to toss that ammo type onto the Salamander. 1.6 mil C-bills, not too bad. In terms of salvage, honestly, there's not that much good. There really, really isn't. I was definitely expecting a reinforced lance. We'll take the Banshee part, call it good, and we'll just sell all of this. It's not relevant. Okay. I was definitely expecting that to be tougher. Well, we do have an opportunity to go into the Salamander and do a little bit of work on that ammo, so I guess that's worthwhile. We'll go ahead and do that. That's not a big deal. We're going to need to drop, like, some standard MRM ammo. That's okay. We almost always don't run out of improved MRM ammo, so we're not having any problems with that. And honestly, this is just going to make that situation better, right? Because we're going to use less improved MRM ammo in those early salvos. Because we want that sweet, sweet improved damage. Yes, go ahead and get started on that Yang, but we're going to hop into the mech bay and we're going to manually repair the Salamander, because I'd like to make those alterations. So we'll hop in there, and actually there's only 2 mechs that are being repaired at all. We'll manually repair the Salamander as soon as RogueTech gets caught up to us here. There we go. And we'll just refit this. So we'll repair all, and then we will max that armor. Okay, so that's actually maxed. And then over here, we have the double MRM ammo standard. And we have the 2 improved MRM ammo. So how do we want to handle this? That is a question. I want to go down to our MRM. We only have the 1 ton of AX ammo. And yeah, that should only be done in situations where we have high chances to hit because of the -1 accuracy, and only when their armor is pretty fresh. So 1 ton of this should be sufficient. We rarely run out of the improved MRM ammo, so we're not even really utilizing the bonus ammo from the double MRM. So we'll toss in the AX MRM ammo. And then I don't think we have any other... Yeah, we have those deprecated ammos that we should sell. I don't think we really... We do have tandem MRMs. We could use those instead. Or incendiary. Incendiary wouldn't be the worst concept, but I think we're going to use tandem MRMs. They kind of fill the same niche here where we're attacking high armor targets and want to bypass the armor, right? That's kind of the overall goal here, I feel like. So we'll do that. I feel like that gives us more options than just spamming the improved MRM ammo every time. So that'll be great. We're running a missile accuracy FCS and sensor missile range, rangefinder plus. Sounds good. I think that we'll just go ahead and validate that. I'm quite happy with the way that this salamander is working, for the record. Like, I feel like it does a very good job.
Get it in the schedule.
I do want to check the Magcat Mark II and see what it has for ammo right now. If we can upgrade it to that double standard ammo, it's got Apollo and 2 tons of improved. Again, I feel like this is better than the 2 tons of standard MRMs with the 20% bonus because we're not running out of ammo. This isn't a thing that's happening. So we'll call that good for now. We've got 11.5 million C-bills. That's wonderful. The Mad Cat is spinning like mad. We'll just stop that. Thank you. You can, there you go. Perfect. We're going to hop into the barracks and just see if there's any other training that needs to be done. We do need to start thinking about, and actually there wouldn't be, because these guys are still not back, but I guess we'll go ahead and tick forward. We've got time still in the episode, and this is, I guess, time that can be put into standard gameplay in the next episode. So that's the thing. I was definitely expecting that to be a longer mission, shall we say. Much longer. Unfortunately, it was not. It was just a single lance, and so here we are. I want to check the command center and see here.
Make yourself comfortable.
Actually, let's check navigation since we have a few minutes here. I want to see if there's anything even more difficult around here. So yeah, we can see that this is a 5 skull area. Are there only 5 skull? Can it not have higher difficulty planets? I think it maxes out at 5 skull planets. If that's the case, then I am exceedingly sad. Because we clearly need to be getting into like 7, 8 skull missions. And I feel like for that to really happen, you have to be on company difficulty, but we can't be on company difficulty because the game thinks that our company is only worth 2.5 skulls. Hilarious. But we need more difficulty. I mean, there's things like this, which is the attack and defend, and maybe we'll do that next episode. I mean, this is going to be a short episode. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to put in a cut about here, and next episode, we'll see about maybe cranking up the difficulty a little bit if at all possible. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.